again staying with us here at Church of Uganda Family TV, where we enrich lives every single day. And today with me, I want to see how we can enrich your lives by keeping you safe in your community. And with me today, I have Mr. Atugoza Alex and Mr. Samuel OKUDOS, who I will let them introduce themselves because by now amanya manji nyo. But I'll start with my immediate left to Mr. Alex. Who are you? How do we call you? What do you do? Yeah.
I'm an Inspector of Police, OKUDOS Samuel, Community Liaison Officer. But when you come to work, so you ask from Langira Katerega. I'm the one.
Katerega.
Yeah. Exactly.
It is he. All right. Thanks so much for joining us this morning. Yes, sir.
Good morning to viewers. I'm Atugoza Alex from the Ministry of Internal Affairs, working under the Directorate of Community Service, and I'm a Community Service Officer in WAKISO.
All right.
Magistrate Sport, yes, sir.
Oh, okay. That's good. So, during the Talk of the Town, which is a segment on the show where we discuss what's currently happening in the country, the current state of security, and I'll start with you, Afande.
Yeah.
There seems to be some bit of, particularly in WAKISO, and I'll even start with a comment that came in earlier on, and we were just asking what should the police do, and this is what a gentleman called Serubiri said. He said that they should tell us why they are so reluctant to fight the so-called machete wielding gangs, and he also continues to say it is also alleged that they are connected to security officers within the vicinity, like the police stations and the posts. Is that true? He's asking, and then he continues and say these days the police Biryaho with the peasants is poor that they can't be fed with the information. Machete wielding gangs are spreading to different parts of the country when security is looking. Why is it looking? So Serubiri is asking a question about particularly the panga wielding gangs that have been terrorizing part of your the district WAKISO. What is causing them, and how should we then prevent them?
First of all, thank the management of Family TV who have invited us. That is very good by the way, because our community, they are lacking some information. And the community, some of them, they don't watch all the TVs.
That is true.
So with Mr. Serubiri, is fine to talk such things. He has the right to talk.
Yeah.
But you see, being in security doesn't mean it is police only.
True.
Security is for everybody. And it starts from you in your house. Because some of us, they intend, like these youths, who have TVs, they watch TVs, they forget to lock even the doors. So when their fellow youth comes to steal, it is just a matter of walking in. Then you will say, police to Tuyambi, police to Tuyambi. Now you want police to come and check every house. So security starts from you, a person from the ground.
Yes. And
in your family also. Talk with your children, say, have you done this, have you done this? So we are not Jesus to know everything which is happening.
it is true.
Yeah, so Serubiri is right to talk because I think, first of all, like me as a community liaison officer, we have what we call village security committees.
Okay.
You see that village security committees, they are the ones who will inform the police that in our area we have this.
Okay. Okay.
And in our area we do this. So we want police to come and give us also a hand. In the case of maybe patrols, in the case of maybe community policing to talk to the people in the area. Then there is what we call that's Mayumba Kumi. When you used to say Mayumba Kumi, get your friend's phone, your neighbor. That's neighborhood watch. You can't be alone. Someone will knock you and you forget even your neighbor that is there. You can assist you. Instead of calling police who is very far, call your neighbor there. My friend, if your neighbor has something, he will come and assist you. If he not, you will also inform the police. Then the police will come in very quickly. You see, we had a problem last time during COVID. People, everybody was saying, when they see police, oh, police, by the way, we were trying to assist the community, and by then even the crime had gone down.
A bit reduced, yes.
Yes, but now whenever we could get a youth, the police has never come to this word that is going to hit someone. No. Police, we are using the 10 commandments, which God also gave everybody. Which the court is using. So we are there to assist each other, and we should also assist the police. But we are going to handle it properly with the community.
That is true. Thank you so much for answering, Mr. Servi. I'll go over to Mr. Atugonza. Now, he talks about the youth. Now, the spokesperson of police, President Nanga, yesterday came out and said the age bracket, because they arrested some people, and they say the age bracket is between 18 and 24, most of them. Young men. And I was shocked by that because I was thinking, these are very young. I thought the people who are doing this crime are a bit older, 20, maybe 30. Old men, but seems like there are more young people in the communities that are taking towards that direction. Why is that? Why is it that did you know why that the younger boys, younger youth that are engaged in this crime? Do you know why, or and not the older ones?
I think our youth have been exposed to a lot of things, foreign content, most of it. If you see what interests the youth, most of these films, action movies, so there's a tendency to copy behavior because behavior is learned and it can be unlearned. So what for us we do in community service, we always reach out to communities by sensitizing, whether it is in schools or it is in markets, or it is in cells where such people have committed offenses. We always reach out and sensitize them about criminality, but with the purpose of wanting to get these youth out of the criminal behavior through engaging them in skills, engaging them in things that are productive. Because most of these youth, the problem we have is they are not talked to. We have a generation that is not talked to, that is not mentored. So we've been left, the youth have been left to schools, to teachers who don't even have time anyway. And sometimes they are mentored by fellow friends and you don't know the character of a friend. So that is why sometimes they always fall into that kind of behavior. But now for us in community service, what we always do, because we get them at that point, we try to sensitize them, try to get that behavior out, because we want to know why are they committing such offenses, what are the pull factors, and how do we go about those pull factors. Yes, if it is to reach to parents, to community leaders, to teachers and schools, whoever has an impact on these youth, we try to engage them.
Is there a change? Do you see some change in some of the people you address, some of the people that you talk to?
Yes, the people that we have met so far, because most of our clients, most of the people that we get, we find them when they are already in the condition of criminality. It's unfortunate that is how we intervene in sometimes at the point where these people have already committed a crime. But now what we are doing is to reach out before crime is committed, to sensitize them. But even those that we have reached after commission of offense, and we have come in by trying to get them out of prison, because community service, we want to help people, those that have committed offenses, so that they are not put in prison for longer sentences, for longer term of imprisonment, by getting them back into their communities with their families, and then we sensitize them, we counsel them, we visit them, so that we ensure reforms. For those that have undergone through these our sentences and these processes, I can say yes, the reaction is productive. Lives have been changed. Some people have gone back to schools. Some have engaged in productive work, and they have compared the life in incarceration and the life outside, and when they make a comparison, so they are better off with the life out of prison. Yes. So I can say lives are being changed through community service.
Community service.
Yes.
Right. We'll get back to community service in a while. Afande, OKUDOS, the current state of security in the Kampala metropolitan area, people might think that we are not safe and they should be scared. Should they be scared? Are we safe?
No, we are very safe. Should not be scared. One, our police, we are ready to assist everybody, but we should be together, not to leave police only. For instance, we have started mobilizing our border people. Those riders are very good. When you get some informers from every stage, you get two. Because they will be the one to tell us that there was a problem. There's a man who told me, take me here, and then we reach somewhere and say, the car. So they always inform us, and then we also go.
Okay.
Yeah. Then we have also sensitization in every village nowadays. You see the good thing in WAKISO, we have got a very good DPC. It was in Pandel, but it's very good to appreciate his working. Yeah, he wants community mostly.
Okay.
Yeah. So we have also mobilized by the way, on the Thursday we are talking to these mobile agents. Because nowadays these people, because of the COVID, they used to go early, but now they can go at around even at 9, at 10, wherever you have money. So I have said no. One of them was going home, then he was followed by borders, about 7 borders. He had 30 million.
30 million on him.
Exactly. And they don't know how to keep money. How do you put money like this in the seat, then you drive? You put it there, someone will see.
While they're driving the vehicle,
So not everybody, because that's why with the ATM, they say when you have, even if it's the 100,000, you just alone. So we are going to teach them on the Saturday how to protect themselves.
These are the mobile money
agents. Yes.
Okay.
Because one was already a victim, but he was lucky. Those people, they welded the panga, they wanted to cut him, said, money is there. They took the money, but they smashed the windscreen. But he survived it. So at least he had got a lesson. Now,
now he's good, he knows what to do and how to do it.
And you see, moving with the money, even if it's 100,000, don't show anybody that
I have money.
And don't count even everybody seeing. Not everybody has money. Yeah, you are the one who creates problem for yourself. So we are trying to educate them not to expose to other wrong people.
So like you're saying that vigilance is not only for you, we shouldn't leave it to you.
No, don't leave it.
It's a personal initiative.
Exactly.
That if you know you have money on you, don't show everyone that. But you know our youth, we like
you see with security, I like these women who put on the trousers. Because in the case of you has got someone to rape, you struggle with that trouser. But if it is the small skirt, you just do like this. So security wise, it's very okay. I like that. So we want people to be security conscious, not to leave to police. It's police way. No.
So we are safe.
Very safe, because we want to make sure that everybody, most of this period we are going in Easter,
definitely.
we want to see everybody that is very conscious of security. Don't move anyhow, don't do this. Even the riders, we tell them, my friend, make sure that life is very important than that money you see.
Money that we are looking for.
So we are ready to sensitize people, and we have started already sensitizing them.
Okay. Mr. Atugoza Alex.
Yes.
Afande Samuel talked about village. What did you call them? Village communities.
Security committee.
Village security committee
or
neighborhood watch. And I want to think that's also community service. This is me saying that I want to help out in my community by serving police, right? What do you consider, or what does it take, or what should people do to be part of this? I want to think it's community service, because we are serving the community together with the police. But what does it take for these village security committees to come up? But also, do they need to have special skills to indulge, or you just need to talk to them?
Well, for what Afande talks about is the security measure, Mayumba Kumi, to enhance security in communities and villages. But community service, in the sense of community service, is a sentence that is passed by court to people that have committed light offenses. Yes. In our community service, it's a sentence that is passed. It's culturally called Bulungi Wansi. So
when we see prisoners like digging somewhere,
yes,
something like that.
Yes, that is community service.
Okay.
In our sense, in community service, what Afande is talking about is a security measure to help reduce crime and increase alertness in communities, so that people are not, before police comes in, you're not caught off guard. The community is aware, maybe your closest neighbors, they are aware of what is happening. But in community service in a sense, it is a sentence that is passed by a competent court to someone that has committed an offense and has either pleaded guilty to it, accepted it by his own voluntary, or court has found him guilty and passes a sentence that instead of going to prison, go and serve the community by doing unpaid work. This work they do is unpaid. No one pays you, but it's a sentence, it's a punishment for the wrong that you have done. Yes, and we send it to your community because the work that you're going to do is going to be to benefit the community. If court sentences you and orders you to perform work at a health facility, this facility serves the community. So whatever work you're doing there will help the community. Yes, if you to do a trench and clear the road, it is helping the community. Whether those benefits are health or any other, but they are benefiting the community.
So community service is a sentence?
Yes, it's a sentence passed by court.
Okay.
It's passed by court.
Sometimes, maybe to add on it, sometimes the police will supervise them. Now like us, the CLOs, they can come, officer, Mama, nsimenya kutwala abana bange bankolereko my punishment. No, it is only you.
It's only you.
But they have given only 2 hours. What do? Do it and go back home. Just come tomorrow like that. Hey. Katuendeta abasente ne bakola nti no, come yourself. Single in prison. By the time mwana wamusibiramu.
Exactly.
So we always sensitize them also that it is okay. We always talk to them because we realize the community and
the police to work together.
Yeah. So they are happy. Most of them.
All right. So Easter is coming. Afande, Easter is coming. People they are excited because this is the first Easter we are having after about 2 years of lockdown. So they want to go out, they want to be happy.
And the economy is fully open.
The economy is fully open, there is no more curfew. That is why the youth, like you were saying, the youth were going, police So there is all that happening, and Easter is coming. Do you have any special message for the people who are going to be in these enjoyments, like we like calling them as young people? We call them enjoyments. In these enjoyments, how should we behave? What should we do? How can we be more alert in terms of security, even as we celebrate Easter?
And as I told you earlier, we have started even working together with the LOCs to sensitize their people. But from Good Friday, we have deployments in every church.
In every church?
Yeah.
Okay.
See, we don't want to get a problem during when they are praying. So from there, I also sensitize them. When you go back, don't do this. Don't drink too much and be excited, because some of us are parents and they want school fees.
Also, you're using the church as a sensitization place.
Very, very, very nice. And as people are fasting, at least they pretend to be good. So I said, don't be good because of Easter. Be good up to. So that's how we always tell them. So we confirm that everything will be okay. And
so people should enjoy.
They should enjoy, but not beyond. Yes. Should make sure that you leave something for your child who is going back to school tomorrow. And they want, and some of them are I think they're only having some 2 weeks only. And others, they have started going back for holiday studies, which is good, but on the other hand, it's not so good. To leave someone's brain to rest a bit. Yeah. To have interest. Yeah. But we are insisting, we are going to, we are with them, and I pray that even parents should accept. Yesterday I had a group of youth, but whenever I move, I talk to them. They also, I don't want to arrest them, but it's my friend. I don't want you to be arrested. But you want you to change. If you don't change, the situation will change you. Come to you. Yes, which is wrong. So they say, Mama, you get the truth into you. Yes. And so we are very busy sensitizing people. And I said that not only WAKISO, but the whole, we have been in meetings for security purposes. Even last time we were security when they were burying Walanda. Every division in Uganda, every district, they had their own security committees and meetings going on. Because we were trying to move around. So even this Easter is okay. We are even ED. We are going to handle it properly, and everybody will be comfortable. Okay. That is very, very good. Mr. Atugonza, even as we come towards the end, what are some of the things? Usually when we see those people doing community service, or whether there is some sort of, I don't want to call it, I don't know if it's shame or stigma, I don't know how to call it, but I think it's more stigma in terms of, you guy committed an offense, you are my friend, you're now in yellow or something, living somewhere, or you're sleeping somewhere. There's some sort of stigma that comes with it. And maybe I would want to hear from you on the interactions you've had with them. Do they actually change in terms of, or because of that shame or stigma, there is some sort of peer pressure? Do they actually change? Do you see some change from the people who have done community service and have become better and good citizens? Yes, we have seen change. In fact, we have even had some who have used as peer support persons to talk to the others, because one of the things that brings about change is comparison. When someone has been brought from prison and now released to the community and given a lighter sentence, if you compare imprisonment with the community service. Community service, you're going back to your community, to your family, if you have a family. And then if you compare the two and the life that each one brings, then you're able to say, I am better off to reform in community service than being in custody and serving a longer term of imprisonment. Because in community service, as the magistrate passes this sentence, he gives a default sentence that if you don't serve community service for 3 hours, you're going to go to prison for 4 months. So if you compare the 3 hours of community service and then the 4 months of imprisonment, then you're like, okay, I am better off. And then we come in with these interventions of counseling you, home visiting you, engaging you. But for the stigma, it's about sensitizing someone, trying to talk to someone. So that they are better, they can accept that now this is the life. The offense was committed, so how do we go past the offense? How do we move on? Because it's fine, it's true, it was committed and you have pleaded guilty, but now how do we move on? So we come in with the strategy of moving on past the offense. So we engage the community to accept you back. If the offense was against your mother or your parents, we engage them to talk to them. Maybe if we can forge a reconciliation, how do we go ahead? How does your family accept you back? And then they put you back on the right path of life. Yes. So it has worked. So Mr. Atugoza, we are left with a few minutes. I just want to, maybe any last words for those who are watching and maybe might not know about community service, or they do, but really your last words to the people who are watching you. My last words to the viewers of Family TV is community service is out, it's a sentence and it's out there to help the community, help the youth, and let's embrace it. For those that can qualify, let's embrace it, and if it is passed against you, ensure to follow the processes, because the processes are aimed at helping you to reform
and be rehabilitated into the community, and you become a better citizen. So that's my message to this world today.
Alright. I hope the people who are watching are like, now I can commit a car offense because I'm just going to do community service. I don't mind sweeping as long as I have committed this offense. I hope they haven't gotten that sort of...
No, because when we are sensitizing them, we tell them that we are not encouraging you to commit offenses, but we are saying in any case, if an offense has been committed, we'll come in and help you.
Yes, okay. Yes. So it's more like mind change, character change, so that they are no longer the other people.
Yes, that's why we are embracing these platforms as offered by Family TV, and we are very thankful.
Okay. Yes, thank you too for coming. Afande, any last words for those who are watching, those who might be scared out there and they're like, but Afande, me yesterday, my neighbor was worried, they know what, me, am I safe? Anyway, any last words? And maybe reassure the people of WAKISO, those who are watching that.
I'm very, 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 very happy with our moderator. And I thank the Family TV. People should start watching Family TV, mostly in the morning.
I think so.
They give them good praises, and which can be teaching them the right thing, to forget those satanic things. Now, like yesterday when these women were moving around, I said, now, by the way, a woman is the first security in the family. Now again, if you start bringing security in the family, I don't know. Yeah, for them they think it was good, but on the security side it was not good. Why? Even your child will be watching you doing such. Now, how do you start it again? Like last time when the pastors were putting on that we want to pray. No, I wasn't happy with them. So I pray that everybody should be security conscious. We cooperate with everybody. Then also my people in WAKISO, I thank them very much, and I pray that they shouldn't change. They should change completely, that they become very good citizens and residents of WAKISO. Not forgetting the Kabaka's birthday song. I told them I'm so they should pay the Luwaro. That one is automatic, and at least the good people can appreciate. Otherwise, we appreciate very much the Family TV, the management, and thank you very much. Maybe even next time, I'm going to inform people in WAKISO that you'll be tuning Family TV.
I agree. It is good. Allow me read one more comment from someone, and they say, and she was responding to your comment of trousers. She's a lady. She was responding to your comment of trousers, and she was saying, but if we are to sleep, should we also sleep in trousers to protect ourselves from youth who are doing rape, sexual harassment because of excitement? And anyway, I don't know if you want to quickly respond to that, but I think she was saying that.
No, she's right, but not in bed that you sleep in the trousers. No. When you are moving, where you are moving in the people you don't know, not matter of in a bed also, that one, a bed is safe for you. Even
you close your door, you don't try windows.
With a bed you can do anything, wherever you don't put on or you put on, but you're safe. Yes.
There you go, you've been answered. And, but thank you so much. We are very, very glad that you came and enlightened us about community service, which I learned about, but also the state of security in WAKISO. We definitely want to have you again one of these days to come and shed more light about some other security issues that we might not bring up here today. But that's all we had for you here at Church of Uganda Family TV, where we enrich your lives every single day. Now, you can download our app. If you haven't yet, please do. That is on Google Play Store. That is the Family TV app. Download and you can watch anywhere in the country, but also anywhere in the world. This has been Morning Glory. We'll see you tomorrow at 7 a.m. Have a lovely day.
With 200 million people aged between 15 and 24, Africa has the youngest population in the world. This can either be an opportunity or a ticking time bomb.